Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College.
Unfortunately, delay in the joining of the other team. We are up 1-0 already. But as you can see, test. Unfortunately, due to a delay in the joining game, we are up 1-0 in the series already. So this will be match 2, hopping into Rocket League match CBC Week 7, Division 1. The game is paused currently, but shortly the game should be. It seems to me like we're having some technical difficulties on the UC Hawks esports side, unfortunately. So we might need to re-lobby here. Hello, everyone. I'm here. My name is Chandler, aka Rage Beamer 77. I'm your caster for today for the NDSCS match. We're currently having some technical difficulties, so just for the meantime, you're going to be looking at me here. It's great to see y'all. Great to have you back. Of course, it's unfortunate that we had a late start here, so we are up 1-0. But looks to me like there's some trash talk going on in the chat here, which is unacceptable. Sports scenery. We should be starting here soon. I don't know what the word is, but supposedly we're having some technical. So we're just waiting on that. I'm very excited to see the match. Our players have had a lot of progression in total, just all around. We've improved a lot. Our chemistry has gotten a lot better. Mechanics have gotten a lot better. Game sense, especially, what they're working on. I'm excited to see that. Second match we're playing, Salt Lake. Yeah. Without further ado, I believe we'll be heading in. Just some simple technical difficulty. I believe it's air bump 59. Something happened with this. Should be up here. I believe just now I'm getting a second caster here. Mike, come on in.
How's it going, guys? What is up?
We're waiting on something here.
Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties. Looks like we're doing a bit of a player cam interruption. Um the Hawks are up 1 because of a 5 minutes delay. Just cuz there's no show from it. So, we're just waiting on that.
Of course. It looks to me like we've got everyone in here. We're just waiting on, I believe, something with Premier Bump Send. But just now we should be.
So we looked at all these players already. Mir, Yax, and Lee, our usual starting lineup. This is again game one of our doubleheader. Well, series one of our doubleheader. So we're gonna play Salt Lake in our next series, which is going to be a heck of a game, to say the least. That is actually the only team that CBC Hawks have lost to in this Rocket League season. So it's going to be a great rematch, and I hope to see a lot of great performances there.
Absolutely. A rival match today is going to be very exciting to see. Was unfortunate the first match we did lose against them, but today I'm feeling very strong about our Hawks. We had a
Yeah.
lot of work, both like chemistry-wise and game sense-wise with our players over the time.
Yeah.
But with that, I believe we're heading into match 2 because match 1 was a CBC Hawks victory.
Yeah, defaulted to the Hawks.
We've got a lot of offense from our Hawks already, and a goal from Leaf there. Beautiful, beautiful plays there. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, this
Good
is what
lead up.
we've seen out of Leaf all season. Just this cool, calm, and collected man. He's just like he finds a perfect spot to put it in. He just slots it through two teammates. Yeah, just a great shot by Leaf here.
Second kickoff here. Dead ball in the middle. Leaf has him beat. Some beautiful controlling touches from Leaf here, just getting the ball up the field. Yaks on up the field, trying to get a touch. The quick breakaway, and that is going to be a
Wow,
goal
it's
for
gonna be a goal for-
NDSCS.
North Dakota State. This is a great answer from North Dakota. Already just answering back from CBC's nice slot. So yeah, we're gonna go into kickoff 3. Leaf in part Raptor, clashing in the center. Now Yaks up for the ball, trying to get it over 1. That's a good shot on goal. That's a nice save from Bozo. Then another great save from North Dakota. Premier on the ball now. Zero boost, trying to make something happen. Now Leaf trying to get back for his team. Yaks is able to challenge that ball. That's a shot for CBC and a great save by Part Raptor.
Leaf off of the ball now. He's got a quick touch, very controlled touch there. Up still in the Hawks' favor. London up for the ball now. Not able to get anything through. Leaf here, going for something. Yaks touching it up to Leaf. Leaf up the ball, touching it back to mid. Yaks there for the shot. Blocked by Fusanta. Premier bump, trying to touch it back to mid. NDSCS getting a quick recovery, trying to put it back to our side. Yaks and Leaf up for the ball now. Leaf getting a good touch on their side. Beautiful Rocket League here.
Yeah. Now Yaks on the ball, trying to get it mid for his teammate. Premier up for the ball, trying to get it over on the shot on goal. Now Preem trying to get it back to mid. Unfortunate miss. Leaf trying to pass it back to the Yaks. Yaks with a shot on backboard. Now Preem with the rebound. Doesn't go. Now Yaks trying to get it back, trying to apply some more pressure. Now B Sansa with a great clear, trying to buy time for his teammates. Now Preem trying to get it mid. Nope, takes the ball himself. Leave with a great demo, opens up.
Great demo opening up the net. Beautiful shot executed by Premier Bump there. It was a very, very good build up to that. You know, everyone out of the net. Leaf is there for the demo, and Premier Bump just has that easy goal. Here on the kickoff, we got V Santa and Yaks on. Leaf is there for the controlled touch. Yaks hitting it up the field. No one's there to capitalize off of that. Leaf into the corner. It's back to Premier Bump. Premier Bump is still up with that. Little touch in the middle. Leaf not quite able to put it in, but he's still on the ball. Yaks with the challenge. He's still up. Leaf taking control here. Up the wall. On the back wall. Can he get it middle? He cannot. Yaks on the ball now. Just keeping it a lot of pressure onto the NDSCS's side. Very, very, very good Rocket League from the Hawks. Looking like a very, very one-sided game so far. Yaks touching the ball to the middle. Heart Raptor, we're seeing his POV now, just being a good second man. Up to Leaf. Leaf taking a controlled touch, trying to hit it to middle for the Yaks on. Not quite getting it all the way through. Leaf there for the control touch again. Yax trying to get a second touch to the net.
Leaf reads that. Now Preem on the ball, trying to take it to the corner. Trying to set up his friend Yax. Now Power Raptor gets it out of their trouble. Now Leaf challenging this ball. Trying to get it mid for Preem. Preem gets challenged by V Santa, but Leaf puts it back to Preem. Preem with an open shot. What a save by Power Raptor. Now Yax trying to get it back, but another save by NDSC. Yes.
Yax is able to put it in from an amazing pass from Leaf there. What a play. Let's look at this again. Leaf up for the ball. Yax just waiting mid. He knows his teammate can get it there, and Yax is able to capitalize off of that, putting the ball directly into the net. What a beautiful play. Going back to a kickoff here with Leaf. Kickoff is in our favor. Yax can't quite get a touch there. Heart Raptor is up for the ball here. Into our corner. Waiting for a touch. Leaf able to save it. Yax taking control now. Oh, Leaf banging it up the field. Giving away possession. Heart Raptor is able to capitalize on that. Taking a little bit of possession with an aerial play. Up in the air now.
Now Preem on the ball. Trying to get it up for his team. Now Leaf trying to get it back to Preem with a shot on. Doesn't go. Now now
And Leaf is able to score there. What a beautiful play. I wasn't able to see. I was trying to fix some technical difficulties on our end. Beautiful pass in the middle from Premier Bump there, and Leaf is just able to put it in a beautiful spot in the net to the point where NDSCS cannot get to it.
and it looks like to be a close to game 2. Headed to the CBC Hawks esports favor. Yep, there it goes. 4-1 for the Hawks. Heading into game 3 now in a short while.
After we see the scoreboard here, I believe we're going to be getting a look at our Hawk cams. Our Rocket League Hawk cams here. Let's take a look at that.
Those nonchalant guys don't know what's coming.
Oh yeah, look at them up there. Obviously, very relaxed, very chilled after that game. Made it look easy from our end, so I'm excited to see the third match of the series.
Yeah, that's a great into that game 2 right there. It is unfortunate that we weren't able to eat or weren't able to play out that first game, but it's whatever. You know, some people have some technical times it's bound to happen. But it looks like we are about to head into game 3 here. Already seem to be ready up, so we're just waiting on that. And we will be back for game 3.
Going straight into match 3 of the series, we've got a great kickoff coming off here. Leaf taking control of that ball really early on. London going for a challenge there in the Hawks' favor.
Now Leaf on the ball, trying to get a shot on. Part with a great 50, getting it out of trouble. Now Boza trying to move it upfield. Leaf takes it to mid. Oh, it's in danger for the North Dakota. Now, oh, the CBC Hawks got caught on low boost. Weren't able to capitalize on that. Great mid pass by Leaf.
Heart Raptor was able to make a great clear there, but it's once again in the CBC Hawks possession, so let's see what they can do. Visanta is up with the ball. Leaf challenging. Great challenge there. Yak's on. Touching up the field. Trying to get it middle. It is middle now. Floating up there. London going up for the challenge.
Now Leaf on the ball, trying to catch it. Cream. Oh, an unfortunate double commit by CBC. Par Raptor with a great mid pass, but no one there to capitalize. Visanta gets it back. Leaf trying to control this. Awkward touch, but able to control it because he's SSL. Now Yak's on the ball. Unfortunately, gets duked out. Visanta with the pass to mid. Par Raptor with a shot. Blocked by Yaks. That, he says that's not going through. Now Leaf trying to get a shot on. Yaks with the follow. Turns. Now controls. Yaks trying to do it. Now Cream gets it back to Leaf. Leaf controlling it up the wall. Leaf trying to get it mid. Now for a solo play. Gets one touch. Gets another. Gets a 50. What a save by Par Raptor. Leaf on the ball now. Passing it mid. Bream with the capitalization. And that's what we see out of this team all year. This just teamwork, passing plays, chemistry, all of the above.
This is what we've been working on a lot recently, especially with our chemistry. Leaf is just able to get it around the defenders there and able to put it in front of the net. Easy shot for Premier Bump there. Beautiful play. Yaxon going up for this ball. Big touch out mid. Leaf touching it. Yaxon up in the air with this. Simple clear from Visanta. Big touch out from
Leaf on the ball, controlling this ball. Now gets the mid boost. Yaks trying to control it in the air. Gets a flip reset. Gets a pass one. Off the sidewall. Preem gets a shot. Just wide. Par Raptor on the ball now in the air. Getting a mustard. Now for the double. Almost doesn't go. Now Yaks gets a clear onto Leaf. Leaf gets dusted by Par. No, he controls it. What a play. Now it's back across. Par Raptor on the ball. Now Preem on the ball. Controls it with a great touch off sidewall. Unfortunately, Visanta kind of cooks him. Now in the air. Now Yaks on the ball. Wow. Shocking miss there by North Dakota. Yaxon on the ball. Nice pass off the side. Nobody there to capitalize. Now Preem. What a save! Barely able to make that save, but barely. Oh. Yaks controlling this back to the corner. Going for a full field. Gets two touches. Blocked by Visanta. Now Preem also gets stuffed by another North Dakota win. Oh. Par Raptor trying to make something happen. Preem gets it to their corner. Preem gets a mid. Or corner. Now putting something up in the air. One reset. Ooh, gets stuffed by Par Raptor there. Now Leaf trying to get a mid for his team. Yaks controlling this back to their corner. Bozo on the ball. Yaks banes it up to Leaf. Leaf with a nice touch off corner. Someone for the shot. Wow, what a great game-sensitive demo there by Bozo. Taking off that shot opportunity. Now Bozo on the ball. Leaf now trying to get it up the field in the air. This is unfortunately. And then Preem on the ball. Shot coming through. Stuffed by Bozo. Now Bozo trying to get back. Now Yaks trying to get some mid. Getting out of the play. Now Preem. Another shot. Oh, unfortunately gets stuffed to the ground. We're headed into overtime for game 3. Leaf on the ball. Yax takes it up. Oh, he missed. Now Bozo trying to get it mid. Leaf doing a full field air dribble. Reem with a shot. It's off the back wall. Leaf with a shot. Top left bin slotted by Leaf, and that is a first series to the Hawks.
That is going to be closing out game 3 in the Hawks' favor. A 3-0 win. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. It was
Indeed.
It was a very competitive.
Let's take a quick look at the Hawk cams here. They are so locked in. They look very relaxed. Honestly, it's very chill. That was an absolutely great play there. But with that, you know, it was a very quick match. We only got to see 2 full games because of the unfortunate delay of game. But with that, I believe we're going to be heading into an ad break. So without further ado, it's been nice seeing you guys. Nice coming out to watch the game and come back for the Salt Lake game. Hello, CBC Hawks esports fans. Today we are back with the second game of the day against Salt Lake CC. For the Hawks roster, we have Yaxon, Premier Bump, and Leaf. And for Salt Lake CC, we have Remy, Ragus, 423, and Rest in Peace 2020.
Rival.
And with that, let's take a look at our arena cam. Here you can come and watch in person. There's seating, different rows. You can see Joel and all the players waving in the background there. We'd love to have you come in and watch the games in person. You know, it's always good to have you here. And with that, let's go take a look at our merch. We have jerseys, we have shirts, we have t-shirts, hoodies, we have bags, we have flags. You can purchase anything, scan the QR code there. Here we have Leaf with 65 goals, 35 assists, 36 saves, and 145 shots. Rigor Mortis, 1881, with 32 goals, 28 assists, 6 saves, and 60 shots. Here we have Michael Thompson, I am Groot, 89, with 7 goals, 4 assists, 0 saves, and 20 shots. He's with me in the booth here. And then we got me there, RageBeamer77, with question marks across the board. Yeah, we don't want to intimidate people too much. Anyway, with that, let's take it to the caster's booth. We're seeing some familiar faces across the board there. How are you feeling about this game?
Sorry, I'm muted. But yeah, so I think that it's gonna be a great show out on both sides of the field. Last week, I mean not last week, but the last time we met up with these guys, it was a great performance. They actually reverse swept us, which is just an outstanding performance by them. Kudos to them on that part. But yeah, it was a great performance.
Absolutely. We saw some very, very great defensive and controlling plays from Salt Lake CC, and just a little bit of nervous play from what it looked like from the CBC Hawks.
Yeah.
Overall, though, we played very, very well, and I'm excited to see how we do today.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we've just came a long way. You know, those nerves in those early weeks are just, I mean, unrivaled, basically. They're really hard to shake just because a lot of people aren't used to this level of play yet. So in this level of play, it's really crucial to not get nervous and stay cool, calm, and
Absolutely. Into this game, we're just waiting for the players to be ready, but we're going to be starting match 1 of the best of 5 between Salt Lake CC and Hawks in just a moment. Outside of that, how are you feeling about your gameplay? I know you haven't had a lot of in-game time, but overall, I've seen you play. You've done a great job.
yeah. I mean, it's just I don't want to talk about myself too much here. I mean, we like to be all about the whole team here, but it's just I love playing with these guys. They're a blast to be around. There's a lot of chemistry between all 5 or all 7 of us. Um, and if you want to see that chemistry, just come into the actual stadium. It's always open to guests during game days from 5 to 6 when we actually play. And then during in school hours, I believe it's open from 8 to 1. If you actually want to come here and play on these great PCs yourself.
And let's go ahead and take a look at that roster just one more time here so that you can see before the game. We're playing against Salt Lake CC. Starting lineups, very, very competitive here if you check the ranks. You got Yaxon, Premier Bump, Leaf for the CBC Hawks.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
And for Salt Lake CC, you got Remy, Ragus, and Rest in Peace 2020.
Yeah, these people are very high ranks. Yaxon and Premier both GC2, which is the second highest rank in the game. And then Leaf, who is our SSL.
Going into the game here, we're just waiting for the players to join up. So, without further ado, let's hop into game 1.
Yeah, we will be joining very soon. I believe so. But as I was saying earlier, Ragus, Remy, and Rest in Peace, all very high-ranking individuals. I believe around GC3. All right, we are headed into game 1, CBC Hawks. I cannot wait for this. 33 boosts across the board. Remy and Leaf going for the first kickoff. Now Yak's up. Peace gets it to the back wall. Now Ragus for a shot, fakes it for his teammate Remy. Now Leaf on the ball, trying to get it past the field. Now Yaks with an early shot. Saved by Ragus. Now Ragus up. 2 over to Remy. Remy with a shot. Wow, Remy finds that net very early on in the first 18 seconds.
He's able to find that small little pocket that he can just slot the ball into. It's a very, very good placement there by Remy. Quick goal. Really, really early in the game. Just looking like a good shot there.
Yeah. Now Yaxon and Rest in Peace clash in the middle. Remy on the ball, trying to get a shot. Premier with a denial. Leaf on the ball now, trying to get it over, set his team up for victory. Leaf gets it mid. Now Yaks on the ball. Rest in Peace shuts that down. Cream with a demo. Gets it mid. SLCC in danger here. Leaf gets it mid. SLCC still in danger. Yaks gets it mid again. Now Leaf with a shot. Wow, that's a great defensive play by SLCC. Now Yaks gets bumped. What a save by Preem, able to get back to that.
You can hear my casting buddy here holding his breath a lot. It's definitely a high-paced game. Lots of moments that you just don't want to miss. And with that, it looks like a cross-map goal from Rest in Peace there. Just finding that position, finding that placement, seeing that everyone's out of position on the CBC Hawks, able to put that in from long range.
Yeah, that's a great slot by Rest in Peace.
Got Leaf on the ball here. Rest in Peace, able to pop it up into the air. Remy touching the ball onto the CBC Hawks side. Yaxon with the clear to the corner. Leaf on the ball now, up in the air with an aerial. Down to Premier Bump. Yaxon challenging the ball. Remy keeping it away from his side. Premier Bump up in the air, missing the ball. Leaf now taking control. Rest in Peace, trying to clear. It's looking like another goal for Salt Lake CC. The CBC Hawks just position is falling apart here. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Yeah, also CC is they're one of these teams that are just all around scary. I mean, they're going to capitalize on every little mistake that our team makes. That's why we need to do our best to avoid those.
Jackson up in the air for that. Able to get the clear though. Leaf taking control in the corner. Rest in Peace, keeping it in the middle. Premier Bump being able to clear that out. Leaf popping it up in the air for Yaks. Yaks into the air with the ball, gets a reset, is not able to capitalize with that. London able to challenge on the wall. Leaf clearing it out, allowing for his teammates to take time. Premier Bump up in the air with that.
Now Yaks trying to apply some pressure, and pressure he does apply. Now Preem gets it over to Leaf. Leaf gets stuffed by Remy. Now Ragus gets it out of trouble. Beef and Preem trying to control this ball. Preem does so. Now rest in peace, the great second man. Remy gets a mid. Remy following his own ball, but Leaf stuffs that. Now Leaf on the ball, gets it over to Preem. Preem gets hit corner. Yaxon with a great shallow. Now over Ragus. Remy with a shot, and that's going to find its way into CBC Hawks net.
Yeah, it looks like we're just giving them a lot of open nets for some reason with a lot of misposition here. Overcommitting at some points, undercommitting at others, and it's just a little bit of miscommunication, of course. Yaxon on the ball here. SLCC winning the kickoff. Leaf gets a clear. It's into the corner. Ragus up in the air with this, with Premier Bump. Ragus beats. Remy with the clear. Onto the CBC Hawks side. They're applying a lot of pressure and just not allowing the ball to come out anywhere. Yaxon keeping the ball on their side. Leaf with a pass mid. No one is able to capitalize because it is high. Yaxon is playing an excellent third man here. Leaf up in the air with that. Yax with the shot. Beautiful save by Remy there. Premier Bump keeping it mid. A clear from Rest in Peace. And CBC Hawks just taking control there. Or maybe not, giving the ball away, and Remy's able to capitalize and just put that into the net.
Yeah, that's an unlucky force here by Leaf. Leaf accidentally passes it over to Remy. Just an unlucky touch that found its way in the direction.
Absolutely.
Remy was able to capitalize.
Absolutely. We've got Remy and Leaf on the kickoff now. Leaf going for that right mid boost. Ragus is able to beat Premier Bump to that ball. Leaf keeping it up in the air. Awkward for SLCC. Leaf controlling it into the corner. Trying to allow his teammates to have some time to do something with the ball. Rest in Peace up in the air with the ball now. A lot of controlled touches here. A lot of aggressive touches from SLCC. Yaxon 0 boost in the net, and it's going to be another goal for SLCC. What do you think about that goal?
Yeah, that's just an unlucky position that Yax finds himself in. He believes that that first one is headed to the net, so he has to jump for that, which is understandable. And I mean, they just placed it on the back wall, and it's just a free open net for Remy there.
We have seen miracles, and this game is too close to call just yet, but a 6-0 lead is very, 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 very exceptional. You know, very, very pushing it towards that. Leaf now trying to control the ball into the corner. Ragus up in the ball, or up in the air with the ball. CBC Hawks just trying to get something away from their net. Premier Bump on the ball now, able to cut inside, but no one is able to be there for his mid pass. Leaf all the way back now. Banging the ball up to Premier Bump. Premier Bump is able to get a touch. It's going to be a waterfall down to Yaxon, which is able to put it into the net.
Yeah, it finds its way into that net in just such a small little crevice. Unfortunate miss by Rest in Peace. Premier reads that miss, puts it down for a waterfall, then Leaf sets it up for success. And Yaxon is able to capitalize on that.
Yaxon up in the air
ball for the great save. Now Remy puts it back mid, follows it over, dishes it out to his teammate Ragus, who's stuffed by Preem. Now Leaf faking his team. Yak's trying to control this ball. Gets an unfortunate 50. And that is the close to game 1, headed to the Salt Lake CC direction. That's just a great game played by SLCC. What do you think about that?
here. You know, it's just a lot of dominance, a lot of control from SLCC. Overall, you know, just like a lot of open nets we're giving up, and it's very unfortunate to see in game 1, but I believe that we will be having a good comeback. We're going to be going into hot cams now to take a look at our players. Yeah, overall, just very unfortunate. We're not getting a Premier Bump hot cam. Not sure what's going on there, but it's fine. Yeah, just overall, it's not a great game 1 for the CBC Hawks here. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, these Hawks just feel, I mean, they look kind of defeated. These Hawks need to you know, get their vibes up, just so that they can perform to the best of their abilities. I feel like what's crushing them the most right now is just their mentality. Um, but we are
Going to be making a sub here. Brig Amortis is coming in for Yaxon. That is looking absolutely amazing. We're gonna get that sub in here now. So, how do you feel about that sub coming in? Brig Amortis for Yaxon out of game
I
one.
mean, the coach is making all these calls here, so he knows what's best for the team. Um, I'm not gonna question what he does because I'm not the coach, but I
Absolutely.
mean, it is a peculiar sub to many because um Yax is the high rank, and then we have Stars who's also G, but maybe Brig has more chem with and Premier, so Brig is GC1, but he's shown a lot of skill abilities that are very admirable.
Absolutely. I mean, you see Brig, he's been playing a lot more recently in these games, not against the bigger teams, but he's definitely been showing exactly what he brings to the team.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I understand this sub. You know, coming in after for Yax, Yax has been having a somewhat off day today. Brig, I'm assuming, is feeling really good enough to come into the game. So I'm very happy to see that and excited to see what he does in this upcoming match.
Yeah, I mean, um, there definitely has to be a change because that last score, I mean, just happened. So this is a great call by the coach here, to bring in Brig, who's probably feeling very good, as you said. So yeah, we're excited. I'm excited to see what happens here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, a little bit of technical difficulties on production side, but overall, I believe that we should be getting into this relatively soon. How do you feel about that last game, just early on, you know, with the quick goals?
Yeah, I mean, there were just a few mess ups by CBC. Just unlucky positioning that Salt Lake CC was able to um aware of and capitalize on. So they just put some early shots on that found their way into the net, and that's a great job by SLCC, able to find that those pockets.
Absolutely. I feel like they were able to capitalize on a lot of positions that they weren't able to before. Definitely been doing a lot of work with film and whatnot. Here we have Premier Bump's camera back. He's looking good. Brigham Mortis is on the board as well, looking absolutely fly as ever. Um, very good sub there. I'm excited to see what he does in this upcoming game. And soon we should be starting the next match.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens here. We Briggs throwing up the hearts. So yeah, we should be seeing some great gameplay here in game 2. Excited to see what happens. Yeah, we'll see you guys when we enter game 2. All right, we are headed into game 2. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Game 2, Brigham Morrison, Remy clashing on. Now Preem with the early solo play. Gets it over one. Remy with a great save. Now Brigham Mortis on the ball. Trying to get him in for his team. Ragus with the great stuff there. Now Leaf gets a corner. Trying to get it out of danger. It does so with ease. Now Preem trying to make something happen. Rest in peace with a great block there. Now Brigham Mortis with a nice 50.
This is already looking very dangerous for Salt Lake CC.
Yeah,
lot
lots
of
pressure.
open plays there. We saw a 3-on-1 very early, but they were able to defend. Remy up with the ball now. Leaf in net, waiting for a touch. Premier Bump able to clear it out. And once again, Rest in Peace is up with the ball, trying to get it back mid. A demo there from Ragus. You see the ball just floating in the air. A lot of aerial plays here in this game, which is very interesting. Leaf taking control with the ball there. Able to get a touch up. Premier. almost scoring there. What an amazing play. Rest in peace. Trying to do something with that, but not quite able to capitalize. Rigamortis passing it up to Premier, who is unfortunately low on boost. Leaf with a controlled touch to the corner, just picking up that boost pad. Rigamortis backflipped, and unfortunately that's going to result in a SLCC goal. Just,
yeah, that's an unfortunate backflip there by Rigamortis. Unfortunately, actually backflipping twice when he meant to double jump.
SLCC has been doing a great job at seeing those little mistakes and being able to capitalize from them. Just find those open nets. It's a win on kickoff with Leaf. It's an open net. Rigamortis with the shot, and it's good. Rigamortis has a goal very, very early after that first goal. How are you feeling about that shot right there?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great setup by Leaf. And Brig able to slot it over. Rest in peace. That's a great shot by Rigamortis. I can see why they made this sub. That was just a great shot.
Ragus up in the air with the ball there, but it doesn't really do anything. Leaf is able to control in their corner. Trying to get the ball mid. Rigamortis with the challenge there. Premier bump in the air with a solo play. Oh! He hits a ground pinch, and it is in the net. What do you... Holy mechanical. How do you feel about that play just now?
Takes it to the ceiling, goes down so fast. I mean, they just didn't have time to react. That's a fantastic ground pinch there by Premier.
And the CBC Hawks are able to take the lead from that. What an extraordinary play. Honestly, I was doubting it at first, but I'm seeing the benefits of this sub already.
Yeah, it brings the vibes up a lot. Oh, Brig, unfortunately, kind of was too slow to that ball there. Kind of bumps his teammate. Just leaves the team in an awkward position.
And a very, very unfortunate miscomm there with Premier Bump, just overstretching himself a little bit. The point where he can't quite get to that ball. The kickoff is in SLCC's favor. Premier Bump is up with the ball into the corner. Leaf now up, looking for something off the sidewall, but he's not quite able to make that happen. Rigamortis trying to get the ball mid. Rest in peace with the clear. Trying to get the ball out. Premier Bump. Leaf in the air now with the ball, taking control, one-on-one. Premier Bump up in the air with the ball. Ragus is able to clear.
Now, Ragus puts a shot on. Oh, just over CBC. Yeah, Ragus just finds Leaf lacking here. Leaf too late to jump on that, and that finds its way into the net.
We've got a kickoff strat from CBC Hawk there that we've seen a lot. Just sitting in the corner, kind of awk. Rest in peace, able to bang that ball out. Ragus is up in the air for that, but it's just straight to our CBC Hawks. Rigamortis trying to control this. He gets bumped. Leaf up for that now. In the middle, waiting for Remy's touch. Premier bump challenges and misses. Rigamortis is up in the air with that. Leaf, big bang. Can't quite get anything from it though. Just a lack of capitalization. I think it's a miscomm issue, but I'm hearing a lot of comms in the CBC esports arena. Once again, you can come and watch in person. It's a great experience. It's great to have you guys here as well. Rigamortis up in the air with that. Leaf awkward in the corner. Leaf able to touch that out. He's just controlling in the air. Good 50. Rigamortis up in the air with that. Challenges. Premier bump. Hits it up. What a touch from Rigamortis, and that is
a fantastic touch by Rigamortis, setting up Leaf with a great shot. I mean, let's get a replay of that. That's a fantastic touch by Brig, just setting up his teammate there. But the one thing that I'm seeing that CBC could probably improve on is just they're kind of throwing the ball away too much, and it's kind of, biting them in the butt later. Brig on the ball here. 50s is out to his teammate. Now Ragus. Oh! That's a great shot by Leaf, able to find that, just seeing that they're awkward there. So he just completely just dives in there and is able to capitalize. And Salt Lake CC just had no time to react to that. That's a great play by Leaf. Now Remy and Premier on the ball. Rest in peace, taking it to the wall, gets stuffed by CBC. Now Premier back on the ball, trying to control this over to his side. Still on the ball. Now Rest in peace gets a 50 out mid. But
Rigor
now
Mortis is following this. He's up in the air, going for the challenge. He gets beat. Premier bump, trying to touch that. Rigor Mortis touches it to the sidewall. Challenging once again. Awkward in the corner there. Leaf touches it to the corner, taking control there. Looking for a pass mid, maybe. Leaving it to Premier. Good pass mid, but no one's able to capitalize off it. Wonderful save from Remy.
Now Premier gets it out mid. Brig going on the ball with unfortunately no boost. Now Leaf on the ball here. Brig takes it to his corner. Looking dangerous for us, OCC. Now Remy trying to control it. Just maintain possession. Brig gets it mid. That's a very dangerous clear by SLCC. Ragus up for the ball. Oh, what a game. What a game by CBC.
Very close ending there, but that is going to close it out, making it 1-1 in the series. Good plays by CBC there. Wonderful substitution. Seeing Brig in the game here and just capitalizing and bringing a team together overall is just a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, of course. I mean that sub was just fantastic by the coach. Able to see who's playing good, who isn't. Now we are going to head over to the hot cams. See how
our players
feeling.
are doing. See how our players are doing. Looking very relaxed, very chill,
Definitely a lot better than before. Cream and Leaf are just nonchalant as always, and Brig our hype man, trying to bring some energy to the players.
Yeah, everyone's very relaxed, very ready for the next game. Nothing way too serious. Looking like some sort of mic difficulties with Leaf, probably being a little bit quiet as usual. But overall, you know, I love seeing these players play together the way that they're playing. Going back to us now, just for a little while. How'd you feel about that game 2?
I mean, it was excellent. I mean, that just like click of, I mean, they all just like had more chemistry than I saw in the previous game. But we are about to head into game 3 here.
Yeah, right away. Very quick transition. We're getting things set up here, but that should be the start of game 3.
Yeah, we are headed into game 3 here. 33 boosts loading up across the board. And Remy and Leaf on that first kickoff. Cream challenging Ragus. CBC's net's left open. Oh, that's just an unfortunate play by Preem. Just gets beat there to the ball by Ragus.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a
Ragus
very,
sets
very
up his
quick,
team.
very quick capitalization. Just a quick kickoff goal. But we get those back.
Yeah, I mean those happen a lot of times in those unfortunate kickoff goals. Now Preem on the ball, gets it over center. Wow, rest in peace with an early shot off, stayed by Leaf. Leaf takes it up to the ceiling. Remy gets it out to his teammate, rest in peace. Now Preem on the ball, up for it. Low boost, trying to make something happen. Gets a reset, over one, fakes it. Ragus reads it like a book. Now Leaf on the ball, bangs it away, but it's back right to him. He's just taking time here, buying time for his team. It's straight down. With a shot and they capitalize on it. That is a great play.
Good pass by Leaf there, just being able to capitalize as well. Rigor Mortis always looking for that quick shot, and he's able to get it in. Man, what a good positioning play right there, bringing the game to 1-1. Ragus and Rigor Mortis on the kickoff. Leaf trying to get more momentum onto their side of the field. Premier bump, passing it down to Rigor Mortis, not quite able to make it in. Remy
reads that shot. Remy with an answer, saved by Leaf. Leaf on the ball, trying to beat him, does beat him. Now rest in peace, going off the wall. Rigor Mortis challenges, makes something happen. Now Preem on the ball, gets it over to Brig. Now Leaf on the ball now. Leaf on the ball, trying to make it over Remy. Back wall, Briggs there for the shot. Unfortunately, does not find his way to the net. Now Preem also misses. Now Remy trying to buy time for his teammate. Leaf passes it back to Leaf. Now Brig dead. Remy trying to do a ceiling double of sorts here. Leaf gets it over to Brig. Preem. Then Preem gets it over to Brig. Brig gets it up. Remy beats out Premier. Rest in peace with a shot here. Now Leaf gets it out. Premier on the ball. Now Brig gets beat. Leaf trying to find boost. Kind of on life support here. Brig touches over to Preem. Preem gets over to Leaf. Leaf on the ball now. Leaf gets a double. Brig on the ball. Gets a sidewall.
They just can't quite get it to the middle there. Ragus clearing the ball out there. Leaf trying to get a touch out. Everyone's very awkward. 0 boost. Rigor Mortis going for the ball there. Up the wall. Bang mid. Premier bump is there. Not quite able to get into the net. Rest in peace trying to clear it out now. Back to the middle. Rigor Mortis going for this now. Beats. He's following. Ragus trying to get it out from the middle of their net.
Now Leaf takes control of that ball. Unfortunately, kind of passes it to Rest in Peace. Now Remy gets the opponent's boost. Remy gets it over to. Now CBC in danger. Preem with a clutch. 50. Brig kind of passes the ball to the other team, but Leaf gets it upfield. Leaf gets it off back wall. Now Preem. Now Leaf down to Preem. Preem puts it in!
Preem is able to read it off of the ceiling there.
Leaf gets it right back down to Preem. That's a great passing play. We've seen that all year from CBC. Just this excellent teamwork. That's a great passing play from Leaf. Just able to set himself up for perfection.
And Preem with that trust there, trusting that Leaf is able to get in front of their net. Wonderful play by the CBC Hawks. We love to see it.
Now Remy gets it off back wall to his team. Rest in peace. Leaf with a clutch save. Ragus misses it right. Brig on the ball now. Limited boost. Now sets his teammate up. Preem trying to get it mid. Brig up. Faking.
No one has boost. They're not able to capitalize off of that play, but it was a beautiful setup. Leaf popping it up in the middle. Premier bump, passing it down to Leaf. Leaf there with a shot. Oh, and he's just barely not being able to capitalize fully. Rigor Mortis trying to hit to the middle. Premier bump is there for the shot, and he's able to get it in. What a read!
No way! No way! That's insane. Preem reads Ragus like a book. Knows exactly where he's going to place that shot. And what a dunk by Preem. Jeez Louise.
Beautiful dunk. I would say that would be goal of the week, but I don't know. I haven't seen the other streams.
Yeah. Preem
has one to beat. And another goal! Yeah! They are just absolutely capitalizing on every single play. Salt Lake is overstretching so much, and they just can't find themselves on defense.
This is a whole new CBC from that first game. This is just crazy. Absolute domination. Now, Preem on the ball from Remy. Brig pops it over on the back wall. Preem trying to get a mid. Leaf on the ball now. Trying to get it down. Leaf one more. Brig.
Premier bump.
No Preem. Unfortunately, doesn't have boost.
They put it in?
That's just unfortunate. Nobody had boost. All of them were in awkward position, but that's great pressure from CBC. Now Preem, unfortunate miss. Leaf trying to get that out of danger. Rest in Peace putting on some more pressure. Rest in Peace gets a mid, but Preem gets it out of trouble there. Now it's back in the red zone, but Leaf able to find a shot here, and that is the 5th goal from CBC.
He's able to put that in from long range. It is beautiful from the CBC Hawks.
Yeah, he just ride dogged that from the opposing half. Like he didn't even do multiple touches. He just completely yeah, that's just a great power
passing
shot.
play from the CBC Hawks, making it 5-1. Rigor Mortis, holy, that was very, very close. Leaf putting it back in the mid. What a shot off the sidewall!
No way! That's the type of thing that you see in Pro League. Wow. Leaf with a wonderful touch. Jeez Louise. It's now 7 goals in total for the game. Now Leaf gets a corner. Rest in Peace gets a mid, but Preem reads that John like a book. Preem trying to get a mid. Remy. Oh. Now Brig trying to get this stuff out of trouble. Now Preem with an early shot. Wow. We have the Brazil from
We
CBC.
have the Brazil with CBC Hawks.
Wow, this
Premier
is just a
Bump is
complete like turn of events from CBC.
Absolutely.
That first one just getting absolutely slammed into just like a completely new CBC team.
Premier Bump is having a great game here. Absolutely. I mean, let's take a look at the scoreboard after this game. But I believe that's going to be closing it out for Game 3 with a 7-1 lead with CBC Hawks.
We are going into Game 4.
Premier Bump scoring a remarkable 4 goals total that game.
Wow. They are just stat padding.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is just a great build of team.
Great game, great game.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this third game. Let's take a look at the hot cams once again. They are looking very, very ecstatic now. Compared to that first hot cam, they are all very happy, very excited. Premier Bump, obviously, very, very relaxed and laid back as usual.
So much aura.
Rigor Mortis trying to keep the energy up. He's a very energetic person overall. Leaf is just sitting over there nonchalant, you know. You know Leaf. We all know Leaf. We all love Leaf. Let's take it into the casting booth now. That was a beautiful game by the CBC Hawks. We had a lot of domination throughout the entire game, and overall some really great goals. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a whole new CBC team. I know I've said this multiple times, but I mean, I can't say it enough. You know, it was a great game. It was just outstanding showing of skill and talent, and we are headed into Game 4 now.
Absolutely. Just right off the bat, going straight into the game. We're going to be switching over to the game screen now. With the kickoff, 33 boost across the board.
Now, Preem with an early shot, and that's 1-0 for our CBC Hawks. I mean, if you were in this arena, it is ecstatic. I can barely hear myself talk.
They are very excited with that. They're very happy with the way that they're playing now. Absolutely remarkable shots coming from the CBC Hawks compared to just like even just the last game. We're already looking absolutely phenomenal. Leaf up in the air with the ball. Premier Bump going for a pass, trying to get it mid. Leaf is there for the shot, just barely
Unfortunately
missing.
misses. Now Leaf trying to get it back out of danger. Unfortunately, kind of sets up Remy, but he makes up for it by making a crazy save. Now Brigam Mortis with the clutch dunk on Rest in Peace. Preem gets it over to the other opposing side. Leaf shot.
Leaf with the
Remy.
shot.
Wow.
Remy is not able to
That's
save
just
that, and that is the
incredible
second
game
goal
sense.
from Leaf there. Absolutely beautiful play.
He just knows when and where to shoot it. He sees that Remy's backwards, but not backwards enough to be able to get to that shot. And that's just too much power for Remy to handle.
Absolutely. Leaf's game sense is definitely one of the big reasons that he's a high rank player overall. Leaf is up in the air with this ball, trying to get it mid, but he can't quite put it where he wants to put it.
Now Brigam Mortis trying to get back for his team. Preem gets it mid. Brigam Mortis on the ball. Now Leaf trying to make something happen. Preem with an open shot, and Leaf snatches that ball to make it his third goal.
Leaf, I feel like is trying to stat pat off of this game, which is
he's
absolutely
getting greedy.
This is hysterical, honestly.
Yeah.
3-0 lead in the first minute of the game, looking absolutely phenomenal for the CBC Hawks. How do you feel about that goal?
That was, I mean, Leaf's just trying to stat pad, man. The classic Leaf he's just a funny guy.
We might need to consider Leaf a goblin now. He's stealing these things. This is totally unacceptable from the CBC Hawks.
Yeah, we need to disband him.
Leaf with the pass. Oh, that was a very, very good passing play. Good look there. Just not quite able to capitalize on that positioning. Brigam Mortis trying to put the ball mid. Premier Bump keeping it up. Leaf going for the ball now. Trying to hit it mid. Brigam Mortis going for the ball. Premier Bump last back. Just taking time. Letting his teammates rotate out.
Now Brig getting it over right. Rest in peace. follows that. Cream getting it mid. Remy, whew, kind of puts in danger. Now Brig trying to get a mid off ceiling. Over to the mid.
And that is
Now
a big
rest in
50
peace.
all the way to the mid.
What a shot, but an even greater save by Leaf. Just knows that that's going to find its way on target and is able to prepare for that.
He's just able to be there for every single one of the shots. Leaf is definitely a very defensive player. He can tell exactly where he needs to be and when he needs to be there. And so every single time Salt Lake CC has tried to put the ball in the net, he has been there like a brick wall.
Yeah, he's... Now Preem on the ball, going up mid. Rest in peace.
Premier Bump is hitting the ball out. It's up to the ceiling. Ragus trying to take control, but it's just straight to Premier Bump once again. Rigamortis up for that. Leaf up for this one. He has Rest in Peace beat.
Gets it over to the corner. Premier trying to get him mid another.
A good pass mid there, but
Brig kind of cheats
Brig
a little bit.
is kind of cheating up a little bit too far there. Leaf, good 50 to the mid.
Remy able to take care of that, but Brig trying to get a 50 here. Does so. Leaf gets it out. Ragus trying to take control of that. Preem gets its clutch demo. Brig gets it off out of one. Now Leaf on the ball, faking. Leaf gets it over one.
Waterfall down. Oh, but no one's reading it.
Very
Another
close.
touch off the backboard. Leaf just
Leaf
barely missing.
unfortunately misses, but it's now getting back.
Great 50 there
Now-
by Leaf. He's up the
Yes,
field. He's waiting
course.
off the ceiling. Leaf, or Ragus, sorry, trying to clear that.
Now Rest in Peace getting mid for his team. Ragus gets it off corner, but Leaf takes care of that. As you said, he is bricked, or he's a brick wall when it comes to defense. Brig now trying to get him mid for his team. Does so. Nobody there. Now Leaf on the ball. Leaf trying to get another touch. It is mid. Rest in Peace on the ball. Trying to get it upfield. Now Leaf gets it over to the corner. Remy now on the ball. Gets it to... Oh! Rest in Peace with... Oh!
Remy is able to capitalize off of that bump. It's a beautiful bump from Rest in Peace, and it's just an open net there.
Now Remy, that's just a great shot. He knows that Leaf is kind of struggling to get back there under pressure from Rest in Peace, who's just kind of trying to get in him. Just getting that demo. Now Preem gets it out with the help of Leaf. Now Leaf gets it mid, but Preem getting it over to his corner out of danger. Also collects the boost. Now Leaf getting it upfield, trying to get a mid for his team. Does so. Oh, it is open. Premier
Bump
unfortunately
just-
misses.
Absolutely. Brigamortis trying to control it into the corner, letting Leaf take that up to the wall. And it looks like closing out this game, we're going to have a win from CBC Esports. Absolutely wonderful match today. Beautiful close.
Great series. This is just amazing.
We can hear the
Wow.
energy coming from the esports arena, especially from our players. Let's take a look at those hot cams now.
Yeah, let's see their excitement. I want to see this. Let's go over to hot cams real quick. Yeah, look at that.
They're
just
all very, very happy with that win.
they're
Absolutely
trying hard not to
ecstatic.
show it, but we know they're happy.
Absolutely.
We know they're excited.
Absolutely.
And with that, they have secured #1 seed going into districts. I mean regionals. Sorry, my bad.
Let's take it back to the casting booth just to close out the stream here. Yeah, great third game. Lots of good passing plays. Good defense from Leaf, especially.
Yeah.
Overall, how'd you feel about that?
It was a great series. I mean, it was a lot of up and downs, but at the end, I mean, it's just a great end of the.
In just a moment, we're gonna have a post-game interview here with one of our players. So Mike, it's been great being in the casting booth with you.
Yeah, of
And
course.
can we bring Brigamortis in here?
Pleasure as always. Thank you guys so much.
Getting him in here at the moment. Hello, Brigham Mortis.
what's
Beautiful,
up, man?
beautiful substitute after that first game. Definitely brought the team together. How do you feel about how you played today?
I thought I played absolutely amazing. I can't tell you how happy I am right now. Like, I've been trying so hard this season to, get better. And this game, I really brought it. We needed it.
Absolutely. You showed your worth. You brought the team together, and you made for some great passing plays. Good chemistry between you and the team. How do you feel about those passing plays, especially?
Those passing plays were absolutely awesome. Some of the ones that Leaf and London had were really good. And then some between me and London. And then the tiki-taka that we had at the one point. Oh, they were so good. The chem was there tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. I loved watching you guys here in the casting booth. Overall, just a great play from everyone. Great plays, great plays. Getting back, that win against SLCC, how do you feel? Only loss of the season, we just beat that team.
I knew it was possible. We just weren't that confident the first time we went in. We were nervous. We let them reverse sweep us. This time we hit it with the 3-1. I really feel like we brought it and we've been getting better. And I think it's really good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, with that, thanks for coming back here and doing this post-game interview with me. It's always a blast to be able to talk with the players or just anyone in general after the game. And with that, I believe we're going to be closing. Or no, we're not going to be closing. I'm going to be getting another post-game interview with Joel Harvey, the head coach.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, dog.
Yep, and I'll see you later, man. Can we get Joel back to casting?
So professional, Chandler.
Thank you. Joel, how are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good, Chandler. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you had some fun casts in that game.
It was definitely a lot of fun for me especially. I don't get to cast back here a lot. I'm usually doing a lot of the production work. This game was absolutely amazing for the CBC Hawks. How do you feel about how the players played today?
Honestly, it was great. I mean, all across the board. We had one game against North Dakota before as well, got that win. But this was a game that was on our mind the whole time, Chandler. I mean, against Salt Lake, they got us into a reverse sweep. It was a close one, but got the better of us earlier. But a lot of things were on the line for the West Region title going into regional playoffs. So securing West Region champs is all exciting. Shout out, to all the players that put in the work here. I know Stars didn't get to see him today, but Stars in the earlier part of the season helped us get some key wins. It was great. Yaxon, Leaf, and London kicking us off. I know Yaxon had a heck of a game in the first time we met against Salt Lake earlier. And heck of a game today. Went with Brig after game one, and we're able to close it out in 4.
What was the thought behind that substitution after game one, bringing Brig in for Yaxon?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the thought process, we were looking at just kind of the speed of play, the tempo, the communication. Stuff wasn't just clicking right, and we wanted to look at for a little bit more, a few passes and opportunities, and that they were giving us with that, and just seeing Brig do that in practice a few times, and wanted to mix up, try to get the comms going, get the energy up, and the rest is history. We'll see what happened.
Absolutely. Being back here in the casting booth, I definitely saw the change. A lot of great passing plays were made today with Brigham Mortis being in. Overall, it was just a very, very fun watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe with that, we're going to be closing out the stream for today. Thanks for coming back here and doing this post-game interview with me, Joel Harvey.
Of course. Awesome.
Big shout out to him. And with that, thank you guys for watching.
Hype video.